Hello, and welcome back to the Spoilercast, the show where we talk about movies and we don't care about spoiling them. My name is Tobias, and with me as always is my sister and trusted co-host, Rebecca.
Hello.
Hello, and a merry belated Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Saturday after Christmas, of course, so Christmas Eve. Huh?
Rather, I hope you had a good Christmas.
Exactly, I hope you had a good Christmas, of course. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and all that has gone. But I mean, it's still Christmas, kind of.
Still the holidays.
Still the holidays. So we thought we would squeeze in some more Christmas movie talk since we've been doing that all in December.
Yeah. Excuse me if I sniffle, but I've got a cold.
Yeah. No. It's fine, I suppose. I don't know. Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more sniffles. I don't know. Anyway, we thought we would squeeze in a bunch of Christmas movies, maybe even some we haven't talked about. Some we have talked about, I know. So we're gonna do this. I'm also kind of like prepping for next year because we're gonna do our top 10 Christmas movies of all time.
Yeah.
10. Close.
10 each,
10
I suppose.
10 each.
Which
yeah.
could overlap, but could not. So.
Yeah. I'm guessing most of them are going to be classics, so you've probably seen them all. But then there might be some here you haven't. So if you want to, put them into your rotation for next year, this is the perfect episode to watch.
Most of mine are probably more considered modern classics, I guess, then?
Yeah.
Because they're around like the
20-year
20-year mark by now. Oh god, no wait, they're 20-year-old, some of them, most of them.
Then you can start calling them classics if they are
Holy
classics.
shit. That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're going to count down my top 10 and your top 10. And you have some honorable mentions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because my list is a bit longer.
So we're starting from, maybe you should start then with your... Do you have them numbered?
See, I have them numbered in, like, the order I watch them.
And that is
because I have this specific order in which I watch them during December.
Mm-hmm.
So even though it's not my favorite movie, I always end Christmas, so to speak, with Christmas morning. Christmas evening's morning, so the 24th. Because
morning
that's
of 24th.
Swedish
thing.
With the Polar Express. But, like, that's not my favorite.
All right. But maybe...
I don't know how...
We'll discuss it then. Maybe you'll do them in the order you watch them, from earliest to latest, and then we can discuss whether or not it's your favorite or not. And we'll come up with a top 10 at the end. Mine, however, are my top 10. I got 10 together, and I was actually surprised myself that there weren't more, old movies on there.
Like old,
like we've been talking about all December. There is one there, but whatever. So, should we start with your honorable mentions then, I suppose? Like the earliest ones?
Sure.
Yeah, because you had 19 on your list?
Yeah.
All right.
One of them is a new addition that I realized this year I should watch basically every year.
Mm-hmm.
Two of them are they're like Hallmark movies, basically, but I've been watching them for years now, so I don't know, they're still there.
Sure.
But, Like the first three I watch for Christmas, let's do that.
Yeah, sure.
Is The Nightmare Before Christmas, because that's like November movie, you start Christmas early, you know?
Yeah. It's a classic in-between movie, kind of. Like Gremlins could be,
Yes. And then I have The Christmas Prince, or A Christmas Prince.
Oh, really?
A Christmas Prince. And A Christmas Inheritance.
You watch those?
Yes.
Like every year, not just once?
I've watched them every year now for the past probably
Christmas Prince
5
is like
to 8
3
years.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why.
A Christmas Prince is that Netflix movie, right?
I think it's a Netflix movie, yeah.
they
Where
were like
she's
worried. They were worried people were like dying in front of it because it kept going on repeat in certain houses. Houses?
What? I had never heard that.
That was like a thing. That's why that's the Christmas Prince. That was the movie that introduced the notification on Netflix, like, are you still watching Netflix? If it's just
holy
rolling?
shit.
Yeah, because people were watching it like 10 times in a row. So some people, they were like nervous that people might have passed out in front of the movie because it just kept going on repeat.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway,
well, it's the one where a reporter goes undercover and like pretends to be a nanny for a prince in some weird country that doesn't exist in Europe.
Fake Northern Europe country, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Aldovia in this one, or it's Genovia. One of them is the Princess Diaries, and one of them is this one.
I think Genova is a fake country in the Marvel universe.
Right.
Anyway.
Anywho. But yeah, those three are like, I watched them in the beginning because they're Christmassy, obviously, but like, they're not fantastic movies. They're just to have kind of in the background and get the spirit going a little bit. God, I don't have them in perfect order either. Then I watched Arthur Christmas early in December.
Yeah.
I watched Jingle All the Way early in December.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't watch that every year, but I do watch that a lot. More than I should, probably.
Yeah. Christmas with the Cranks is also one of the like first ones I watched in December.
That one has a reputation of being like bad, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. And there's
it's
fun.
Funny and it's
there
like
are
cozy.
There are a couple of fun ways to interpret that movie. One being that it's an anti-socialist movie.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to break the pattern, and then they get or it's like a socialist nightmare movie, socialist horror movie, because they get forced to follow the rules like everyone else. I guess that's communist. Oh, whatever, socialist. Communist.
Whatever.
Yeah. Or you can just see
social as in the social concept of Christmas.
Yeah,
you have to do the same thing every year. Yeah. Everyone has to come to your party, or you're not normal.
And eventually they bend to the commune's will.
Yeah.
Or you can just see it as, well, they just find Christmas spirit because they kind of lost it.
Yeah.
But it is also like almost into the very end of the movie, they're like, no, we're not going to do it.
It's like the last, 15, 20 minutes? Because that's when the daughter calls and like, by the way, I'm coming home for Christmas all of a sudden.
And they're like,
who calls
no!
Christmas Eve and tells them, by the way, I'll be home tonight and I'm expecting that party.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call like a day or two before?
Yeah.
Like before you got on the first plane. Kiddo.
Anyway.
Wait, I need to like count my movies. Where am I? 10. Yeah, and then I have the Santa Claus with what's his name?
Tim Allen.
Yeah. Only the first one though.
Yeah.
None of the other count.
No,
I don't like them.
No, I remember I've watched the second one and it felt so forced.
I have watched like the second and the third at one point, but no, never.
Did you watch the like limited series they made a couple of years ago? Because Disney Plus, everything has to be a series.
I don't think I did.
No, me neither. Fuck that. Anyway, Santa Claus is good though. It's a good movie.
Yeah. The first one is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I guess we finally get to like my have to watch. Really have to watch.
Are those the 10 final ones?
Yes.
Okay. So let's do your 10, then my 10, then your 9, my 9.
Sure.
Yeah.
So my 10
yeah,
is The Christmas Chronicles, the first one.
Okay. Any motivation?
I'm thinking about like, because I usually watch this kind of early in December, but I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know if my counting is off by now. But
well, partly you've had to watch a bunch of other stuff for the podcast.
Yeah, I think my December has been a little bit thrown off in order of things.
And you've had a lot to plan this December with
so many things are going on,
weddings and stuff. Yeah,
not mine,
not yours.
Worry.
No. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of things going on. So the Christmas Chronicles has been forgotten for now, but I mean, I still have time.
Yeah,
it's this.
Well,
it's early.
No, technically, this is the 28th. We're not.
We're not pre-recording this.
No. Anyway,
I mean, the year isn't over.
No, that's true. No, but yeah, that is a good modern Christmas movie.
Yes,
I think. Even
that came out. What was it?
2017. So I mean,
18.
it's getting up. 18, but still, it's like 6 years old at this point.
Yeah,
it's not a new movie anymore.
No, I have one new movie that is technically an honorable mention that I'll mention later, but still.
I'll say this: my newest movie on the list is still 2 years old.
Mine is 4.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, yeah, it's surprisingly good even by Netflix standards. Because they produce a lot of crap, but that one is genuinely, I think, a fun Christmas family movie. The second one, not so good. It works.
It has the same like basis and it works, but then the storyline just doesn't feel as
Christmassy.
wholesome and
No,
Christmassy.
yeah, it becomes more of like an action adventure.
Yeah.
With like a bad guy and everything.
Yeah.
But the first one
I
is...
think we've done a video on this, right?
Yeah, we have.
Like
Or at least-
ages ago.
At least the first one, but I know we've talked about the second one. No, but I mean, Kurt Russell is an amazing Santa Claus.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
jolly. He has the look. I mean, he has the beard, even though they added some
Yeah.
of the locks. And he,
Sure.
he even has that. He's a little bit intimidating, which Santa should be a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Should be a little scary. And he can be scary, so that's perfect. And the story of them like trying to like catch Santa in the act, and then they have to like help him figure stuff out. It's great. It's great.
It's classic Christmas story.
Yeah. Sure. And what's we shouldn't go on too long. There's a lot of movies.
No, so that's my number 10. What's your number 10?
My number 10 is I kind of went from because I have some that are like questionably Christmassy.
Oh yeah.
So
but I wouldn't count probably.
This first one probably would count. Most people would. It's Die Hard. Now,
yeah.
As a movie or as an action movie, it's like it's top 10 in the upper half of top 10.
Sure.
But as a Christmas movie, yeah, it takes place on Christmas Eve. There's a bit of a Christmas miracle, and technically it does snow in the end, even though it's office paper. But it does snow, and it ends on a miracle. They find love and everything.
Save the day and fall in love again. Yeah.
But that's not really that much Christmas beyond that.
There's not a lot of Christmas spirit.
No. But it's still a great movie, and it is one that I watch pretty much every Christmas at this point.
That's true.
And it does get extra points for being an amazing movie in general. But I thought I'll put it at the bottom then, because of how Christmassy it's not.
Yeah.
Still, though, I mean...
I think I ended up watching in November this year.
Okay, I still haven't watched it. Because I thought everyone just considered it a Christmas movie because it's such a classic. But there are
people
these...
used to.
Yeah.
But it's become less, like, accepted now for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the new generation, man. They don't get it.
Yeah,
They're like, this isn't Christmas. But yes, it is. It's Christmas.
Technically, it is.
They play
There's
Christmas
a Christmas
songs,
party.
There's Christmas party.
Yeah. There's a bunch of, like, ho-ho-hos and shit.
Yeah? I mean, there's machine guns. No, wait.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess the second one feels a bit more Christmassy because that's the one
snowing.
at the airport, right?
Yeah, and it's constantly snowing.
There's snow, there's church and stuff.
Winter is part of that's how they escape with the snow and the ice and everything. Yeah.
Exactly. But it's not as good.
No, that's the problem with it.
It's still pretty good, though.
I still like it. People don't like that movie. I think it's a fine action movie. It's just not on the same level as original.
No.
Anyway, so Die Hard number 10. What is your number 9?
See, this is just because I watched them in chronological
order.
Exactly. Chronological order. So it's Home Alone, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to watch the first one
It's
first.
on my list. That's all I'll say for now.
And I mean, we've done videos on that. You know why we love it.
About it a bunch.
It's the Christmas movie, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, there's nothing not Christmassy about it.
No.
And you have the miracle, you have snow, you have Christmas stuff, you have fun stuff. There's a little bit of sadness.
And they squeeze in so much Christmas, even when it's just like a movie about two burglars. There's Christmas music all over the place.
Christmas trees. I mean, their entire house is Christmas colored, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's like they re-wallpaper the whole house every year.
Yeah, just for Christmas.
So everything is green and red. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah. And of course, beyond that, it's hilarious.
Yes.
That's one I have watched. I watched it like a week ago or something.
Yeah.
So good. It's so good. And that ending when it's Christmas Day, Christmas morning, he's like, oh, my present is here, my family's back, and they're not there. But then Mom shows up and he's like, oh,
turns around
like, and then they hug, and then you see the old man is hugging his granddaughter, and then the family comes home and it's snowing. Yeah, that's perfect. That's Christmas. Hell yeah.
I don't think another Christmas movie will ever actually top that one when it comes to like Christmas magic for me.
All right, well, we'll keep talking.
But it is one of those movies that I watch like towards the end of December, but it's not the last one I watch.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Your number 9 is?
My number 9 is Edward Scissorhands. which is not one that people talk about as a Christmas movie.
No, because it's one of those that takes place over like a year almost.
Yeah, and it's more of a winter movie.
Yeah.
But I did some research just to back up my claim. First of all, the story is, well, not the story is about, accepting people who are different.
Yes.
But the movie starts with an old, what's her name?
Oh God, yeah, what's her name?
No. Winona Ryder.
Winona Ryder's character?
An old Winona Ryder telling a bedtime story to her granddaughter during Christmas.
Yes.
And it's all Christmas lights and there's beautiful powdery snow outside. And she's like, Grandma, tell me a story. And she's like, I'll tell you the story of how, of what it was like the year that snow was invented.
Basically, yeah.
So that's the story of how snow was made. Snow came to be in this like
Kim
fantasy
is the character
world.
name, by the way.
Yeah, in this fantasy world. And then of course, it's the story of Edward Scissorhands, and it goes on. It starts like in the summer, but that last third, when things start going wrong, when people start not liking him because of the mishaps towards the middle of the movie, it's actually the Christmas season, and there are Christmas ornaments and everything everywhere.
And I think the last day is when it's like Christmas Eve because they have a Christmas party going on, or they're supposed to have one.
I think so, yeah.
Because she's all dressed up, ready for the party.
Yeah, and it's at that, because he runs away. Because they have the big ice blocks outside that are supposed to make ice sculptures out of. He starts making an ice sculpture, and since he's so quick
in the
with
zone,
just like when he's cutting hedges, the ice shavings start flying everywhere.
Yeah,
and they walk, or Kim, when on the ride, walks out into it, and she's never seen snow before because snow doesn't exist. It's a perpetual summer where they live.
Yeah.
So she starts dancing in the snow. And then when he sees her, he stops and he sees her and he walks down to him and he accidentally, cuts her face. And that's when everything goes bad.
Yeah.
And they chase him off to his old castle. But then every year, around Christmas, he starts making ice sculptures. And that's why it snows in their town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know. It's not, like, once again, that's why it's not the most Christmassy. But I mean, it is a movie about inventing snow. So I put it over Die Hard. And it's so beautiful and it's so sad. It has, which also like somehow feels Christmassy somehow.
Sadness?
Yeah, well, we've talked about some harsh Christmas movies this year. I mean, that's part of a Christmas movie, I think.
That's true.
Everything is bad for a while. And it has one of the greatest lines in cinema history when towards the end, when Kim is kind of falling for Edward.
Yeah.
And they're talking about something and he's not really reciprocating her love. And she says, "Hold me." And he just goes, "I can't." It's like, oh, my
heartbreaking.
Heart. My heart. Because if he does, he'll cut her. He can't. Literally can't.
He even goes like, like he wants to try, but he doesn't know what to do.
And the little skinny 25-year-old Johnny Depp just goes, "I can't." Oh my God. So instead, he sits up in his tower and he makes snow for all the children.
For her specifically.
Oh, yeah. So that's my number 9.
That's true. So my number 8 then.
Yeah.
Is obviously Home Alone 2.
Okay. You put them right next to each other. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Because usually I watch them like first one on one day and then the second one the next day.
Yeah. I was supposed to, but I haven't yet. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Actually, I
haven't watched the second one yet.
Okay.
I'm a bit off because I do want to watch it with my boyfriend, but since he's not home 4 nights a week,
it gets hard.
We're kind of thrown off a little bit.
Yeah. But that one's also obvious. I mean,
yes, it's basically the same as the first one, just
it's exactly the same, but different cities,
bigger. I guess.
Yeah,
and there's
bigger.
not the home, like we don't have the home and the Christmas tree in the house, but there's still a bunch of Christmas trees.
Oh yeah.
There's still a bunch of Christmas spirit and feeling and like decorations and stuff.
Yeah. I understand, and because when I was a kid, I loved it. There was even some periods of my life where I liked it more than the original. Because I've had that too. If you're just in it for the comedy and the gratuitous violence, there's more of it in the second one.
Yes.
It's longer, there's more traps, there's more like violence, it's, more of what a kid wants, But as an adult, you're like, it's just a copy of the first one.
Yeah.
They're just cashing in, really.
And it is lacking that specific little Christmas thing about home.
Yeah, exactly. But
like as much as New York in wintertime, especially around Christmas, is magical as fuck. It's just not home.
No, yeah, it's not the Midwest or it's not Northern Europe Christmas. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still good.
It's still fantastic.
Yeah. So
your number 8?
My number 8 is the only horror movie, at least on my list.
Oh, I didn't put any horror movies, actually.
There are some really good Christmas horror movies.
That is true, but I don't frequent them. They pop up every now and then, but not every year.
But I actually have one now that since we made an episode about it a few years ago, I watch it incessantly every Christmas. And it's the 81 classic Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Right.
Naughty, punish. Which, when I was a kid watching it as a teenager, I was like, we were basically saying, oh, it's so bad that it's good. But when we did our episode on it and I actually analyzed it, that it's like a deep psychological thriller, encapsulating this shitty B-movie slasher. But still, I think it has, obviously, it's more because it's fun to watch.
Yeah.
But it also has that, it's almost an inverse, it's like almost like an anti-Christmas movie, because his life is ruined by Christmas.
Yes, right. I had to double check which one it was.
It's a kid whose family gets murdered by a bank robber Santa, or a robber Santa, or his
on Christmas Eve.
His dad gets murdered. His mom gets raped and murdered by Santa.
Right,
and then he manages to escape with his infant brother, and then
he's obviously
scarred for life. And every other bad thing that we see in the movie happens around Christmas, and he finally snaps when he's forced to put on the Santa suit. And then
for work.
Yeah. And he watches the store guy
manager dude.
Yeah. Force himself upon the girl he likes, and he's like, fuck this, and he snaps. And then he has to punish everyone who's naughty.
I thought you were gonna say Krampus, because I remember when we watched that a few years ago.
Yeah.
You loved it. But I haven't rewatched that one.
That's the thing. Actually. I saw Krampus once. And I was like, this is actually really fun. It's really good. Yeah. But I haven't rewatched it. I even, a few years ago now, I bought it myself. I bought the director's cut on 4K Blu-ray, but I just have never gotten around to watch it. So maybe I'll do this year. But for now, Silent Night, Deadly Night is my go-to Christmas horror movie. And that's my number 8.
Yeah. So, number 7.
Yeah.
Is another Netflix, actually. I think it's pure Netflix. Klaus.
Ah, yes. That is...
Which is only about 5 years old by now, but still.
Isn't that 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 5 years. Sorry, 5 years. Yeah.
What year is it?
No, you're right. I'll say that. That's on my list as well. That's my 5-year-old.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastic. I think people
not
slept
only
on
is it so well just Christmassy and all that stuff, when we get to the origin of Christmas in this world, but it's so well made. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, and the classic animation style.
Yes.
Even if they did it with computers, it's a classic 2D animated movie.
Yeah,
30 frames a second, everything. Yeah.
And then that scene with the little Same kid, and when she gets her board, and the song that plays, I think it's Sarah Larson who sings it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cry every time.
It's one of those modern Christmas movies that has that 100% sincerity that older movies had. It doesn't feel cynical or ironic or isn't this kind of weird? No, it's just 100% honest with its love for Christmas.
It is pure Christmas.
Oh yeah, it's so good. And I think it's a movie people slept on because it came out just before the pandemic.
Yeah.
And it's a Netflix only movie, so a lot of people probably missed it. But it's amazing. I know it was Academy Award nominated.
I was about to say it won something, or it was nominated for something.
Even I know it was nominated for Best Animated, but I'm not sure it won. Let's see. It should have.
No, I don't remember. Yeah, definitely should have.
And it has J.K. Simmons as the voice of Santa. So
yeah.
It was nominated for an Oscar. Yeah. So it was not. Hello.
When Jasper goes, "Is that really how you laugh?"
Here we go. It was nominated, for Best Animated Feature. Can we see what actually won? It won an Annie Award for Best Animated.
Go to 2020.
I have to scroll down to it.
Yeah.
Best Adapted Screenplay.
Cinematography, editing.
Wait, can I just do... Oh, wait, there it is. No.
Visuals. Documentary.
There it is.
Animated.
Best Animated.
Toy Story 4.
Toy Story 4?
Yeah, I don't remember watching that.
And I didn't watch number 4. And I know some people say it's actually really good, but I've also heard some people say it's the worst. Even worse than Toy Story 2.
It's also a fourth movie. Where, the first one was fantastic.
The sequels are good.
They're good.
But,
they're good.
Yeah, it's the fourth Toy Story. Come on.
Really?
Other than that, it's something called The Mystery of Mr. Link. Never heard of.
It's called Missing Link when I see it.
Okay, yeah. And then I know a lot of people loved My Body is Missing, which was like an French anime movie. And then How to Train a Dragon 3. Yeah. How to Train a Dragon 3 is actually good. But
I haven't seen the third one. I think I've only seen the first one.
Out of these, I haven't seen My Body's Missing or that Mr. Link movie, but still, Klaus should have won.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Klaus should have won. It's amazing.
I mean, It's got a higher rating than
all
of the other ones.
Yeah, it's a whole score above. It's an 8.2 in user reviews. Yeah, on IMDb. Yeah. The other ones are 7s, mid 7s. Mr. Link is a 6.7. Anyway, that's
that's to me pure Christmas magic. There's no discussion. And we've done an episode on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you watched only one new Christmas movie this year, make it, two then as well. Make it Terrifier 3 and Klaus.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's your number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. My number 7, we just talked about. It's Home Alone 2. So, I mean, it's amazing. I kind of didn't want to put it on my list because, spoilers, I have Home Alone on my list. And I was like, can I have 2 Home Alones? But no, it is so much fun to watch.
It is.
It is.
It's one of those movies that I never skip.
When they put when they're going up to the attic towards the end, and they're listening, so what's that sound?
Yeah.
And then the chest
they put their ears to the door, and then
they push their face there was the sound of a tool chest coming down the stairs.
And they're actually flattening on the face. I honestly kind of don't know how they did that.
It's makeup. It's movie magic.
Sure, but it's too good.
Christmas movie magic. Anyway, so that's my number 7.
But then let's skip to number 6 then.
Yes.
Which is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You have it on your list. That's good.
Yes, because it's listed as number 6 because we usually watch it around your birthday.
Yeah.
And I have another one that I watch around your birthday. But the other one is, in my opinion, better. So I save it for a day after.
Okay.
Usually. But yeah, again, it's just...
Christmas Vacation is it's once again, it has all that Christmas spirit and all that.
Yes.
But it's also kind of even if it's in a goofy kind of exaggerated way, it's about everything that you don't like about Christmas. All the annoying family members that come by,
relatives,
all the
sacrifices you have to make,
all the hysteria around buying things and all that, and everything that can go wrong that probably will go wrong.
Yeah.
But in the end, it's all saved by Christmas. Or at least also, the Christmas bonus.
Despite having all these issues, they still try to make the classic perfect family Christmas for themselves, which is what we always try to do as well. You have family over, you have the Christmas tree, you have the dinner, all that stuff. They're trying to do that. Obviously,
it fails.
Fails a lot for them. But the spirit is there. They're trying.
Yeah,
they're trying so hard.
That's also part of the message that we like in Christmas movies. It's not about making the perfect Christmas, with all the ornaments and getting all the food right. No, it's about coming together as a family.
Yeah,
and that's what they do in the end when they sing the song. And everything. The cops are there and his boss is there.
Yeah,
and everything
with a big red bow on him. It's very pretty.
Oh, and it has
yes.
the Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah. Yeah. It has so many good lines. But anyway,
Yes.
that was yours number 6.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what? Am I counting this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no, it's number 6.
Okay. No. My number 6 is the newest movie on my list. It's Prancer: A Christmas Tale. Technically Prancer 3.
Right.
Now, we recently talked about Prancer, the original, on Patreon. Check it out if you haven't. Patreon.com/don'tmakeascene. And I think we both agree that it's a very good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
But it's an 80s Christmas movie, so it's kind of harsh. It's very, I mean, literally and
very
figuratively
dark and gloomy.
Yeah. But it all comes together very beautifully in the end. Even though the ending is you can interpret it as Prancer dying, jumping to his death, even though you're not supposed to, but
or it was magic and he flew away.
Exactly. But so if you want to skip, and also the little kid is kind of annoying, but
yeah,
it's fine because he's a little kid. But still,
yeah.
If you want one that is just super schmaltzy, ultra saccharine Christmas, but still has a bit of that darkness, a little bit of it, Prancer: Christmas Tale is perfect.
That's the one with the fake town, right?
Yeah, it's basically a Hallmark movie, but they put a little bit more effort into it and actually like have like the actual Christmas magic and the reindeer is there and everything. And I mean, you have what's his name? Crom. What's his name?
I don't know.
The actor. What's his name? James Cromwell, who plays the grumpy grandpa that kind of becomes Santa in the end. It's just. Haven't you seen it?
No.
Oh, I thought you had seen. Oh, sorry. Whatever.
It's fine.
I get it. It is just so chock full of Christmas wonderment, and because I originally watched it as like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awful. Let's hate watch it, or like watch it as a joke, and it just broke me down, and I was just in tears at the end. It's just like, hell yeah, Christmas is magic. Yeah. That's why it's earned a spot on my list, even though it's like barely been out for 3 years. Yeah, I love it. That's why it's so high up on the list. It honestly could be like in the top 3 if it had some years to actually ingrain itself. But that one,
in a couple of years or so,
it's gonna move up. It's gonna move up. It has no right being as good as it is, but it is that good. Anyway, that's my number 6. What is your number 5?
My number 5 is The Holiday.
Ooh, that could have been on my list. That could have been on my list.
It is. It's the one every year since I think it came out.
Yeah.
Which was in 2006.
Yeah.
I've watched it every year.
Okay.
I usually watch it around your birthday. I have a tradition of wrapping the presents while watching that one.
Okay.
And it's so freaking wholesome.
It is.
Towards the end, specifically. I mean, there's some ups and downs, obviously, but the whole story with the old man.
Oh yeah. It's so good.
Even like with Cameron Diaz, just like finding peace, I guess. Yeah. It's just so. Oh, and that the cottage, the Rose Hill Cottage. I wish I could.
That is. That is
the like epitome of Christmas setting.
What's that lady's name? The who's like, she's like the queen of middle-aged lady rom-coms. Is it Nora Ephron?
Could be, yeah.
I think she might even have made that movie. Nora Ephron. She made
Nancy Myers?
She made Julie and Julia, When Harry Met Sally, You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
She made Mixed Nuts, or she wrote it, I suppose. Okay, it's not a Christmas movie. I guess she didn't make that one, but she's like known.
No, this is Nancy Myers.
Nancy Myers, right? Well, that's another queen of rom-coms, because I think she made It's Complicated, right?
Yes,
yeah, okay.
She did The Intern and Father of O'Brien.
Yeah.
Something's Gotta Give. The Parent Trap.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, yeah. So and I know that maybe it's her or it's Nora Ephron that is like, I know. You remember Kendra Gaylord, the YouTuber, the architect YouTuber?
Yeah.
Who made we
talked about not too long ago.
Great YouTuber, check her out, Kendra Gaylord. Even if you don't like architecture, you're gonna love her videos because they're so well made and she's so charismatic. She made a video about why kitchens feel so cold nowadays.
Yeah.
And then talked about that perfect like rom-com kitchen. And she mentioned a bunch of these movies. I don't know where I was going with that. No, yeah.
Is the Rosehill Cottage kitchen one of them?
It is that kind of rom-com core kind of kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
wonderful.
that entire cottage is just amazing.
And it has, I would say, maybe Jack Black's best performance. If you want to count his actually trying to act and not be Jack Black. Or Jables,
Because this one is, he's
it's still there.
Silly.
It's still Jack Black.
But he's so not him still.
No, yeah.
And I understand why Kate Winslet's character actually falls in love with him. Like, and I get it.
And that is
he's charming.
That is one of two movies that has made me like dislike Shannon Sossamon. Not because she's like a bad actress or anything, but the fact that she cheats on him in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And the other one is, what is it? 40 Days and 40 Nights, the Josh Hartnett movie. Where she's just like, she's a fucking tease. I hate her in that movie. Those two movies have made me actively dislike her as a person, which is wrong, but I won't hold it against her. But I just can't watch her in movies because of those two.
Like, but there's no, I don't get it. Why would you cheat on him?
Yeah, he's wonderful. Perfect. Yeah. Anyway, okay, yeah,
that is my.
I'll give that one an honorable mention for me. It's my number 11. Yeah,
that's my number 5.
Yeah, okay.
What's your number 5? Then?
My number 5 is Klaus, which we talked about.
Yes.
Once again,
yes.
One of the best modern horror movies. Christmas movies. It's a little scary. It's a little scary.
It has a bit of a scary moment. Yes, yes.
So definitely check that one. It's on Netflix. I mean, you can technically watch it for free, Yeah. So that's my...
It's on every Netflix, I guess, even.
Yes, because it's a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
That's my number 5. What's your number 4?
Now, we get to the like stupid ones that have been on my list forever and no one really likes.
Okay.
Kinda. This is still a good one. I mean, we watched it in theaters the other year. Because it had like a re-release for Christmas. It's Elf.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, we saw that in theaters.
It's become one of those, like, everyone watches it, but it's not like everyone's favorite anymore.
Which is so weird.
It's just so weird, I know. But everyone still watch it.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those movies that are just on in the background now for people, but I, like, have to sit down and actively watch it.
Oh, yeah.
On par with Home Alone 1, this has the most Christmas spirit.
I'd say if you're going just, like, pound for pound Christmas, this one has the most. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one has the most Christmas of all movies.
The tagline is... What is it he says exactly? The best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Yes.
Yes. Just yes.
Just yes. And what's even better? No, not even better. But what is so good also is the fact that it was a big hit at the time. It didn't get amazing, but it got good reviews. It did well in theaters. It's obviously become somewhat of a classic for some people at least.
Yes.
They never like cashed in and tried to make like sequels or anything. There's still just one. It's pure Christmas spirit because of that.
It's that one and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
And I mean, it has this amazing like innocence and just like love for Christmas, and then there's obviously some grumpy people, and it's a bit of an issue, but there's love, there's Christmas spirit, there's like making things just for fun. There's like he convinces the kids to have like a snowball fight. They get a tree. It's just vomit of Christmas, really. I love it.
Oh yeah,
I wish I could like decorate my house the way he does with the toy store.
Yeah.
If I had the energy and the money for it, oh my god, I would do it every year.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and also some people would say that Zooey Deschanel's big break was 500 Days for Summer. Well, for me, it was Elf.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zooey Deschanel. Blonde Zooey Deschanel in an elf costume, being kind of standoffish. Oh Lord! And
I mean, she sings really nice in this.
Yeah. Did you know she actually has a band? They like released 3 albums.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay. She did they did like a small Christmas album, didn't they?
I think so. Yeah.
Where that one is one of them.
Yeah. Anyway, Elf.
Yes, your number 4 then.
My number 4, which might come as a surprise that it's this low on the list, is It's a Wonderful Life.
What? I thought that was your like ultimate Christmas movie.
Yeah, well, it was like the top 5 was like, oh, the one that I really need to put there. And honestly, out of my top 5, it's the one that's the least Christmassy. But it's still amazing. So it actually, I mean, technically, if you're going for like how much Christmas there is in it, it could have been number 5 and Klaus would have been number 4. But it's such a good movie that I had to put it over that. It's so good. I mean, we just recently talked about it on Christmas Eve, even though we haven't recorded that yet. Whatever. It is so fucking good. And it kind of, even though it's not the first Christmas movie, it defines what makes a Christmas movie. Even though it's not all Christmas, like, you know?
It did put like a standard to it.
Yeah.
And it's only gone up after.
And
that,
it is one of those that everyone has just agreed it's the classic Christmas movie.
Yeah, and even if you haven't, like, you've heard of it at least, and everyone knows it's a Christmas movie, even though like
people haven't seen it, know about it from Gremlins.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway, there's not much more to say that we haven't already said.
No. Yeah.
So that's my number 4. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a wonderful movie. Yeah. What's your number 3?
So this is the one I watch like the night before Christmas Eve. I watched 2 movies the night before Christmas Eve. This is one of them, and it's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
The Jim
Carrey one, obviously. Yes. I can't explain it really because it's dumb.
It's a childhood thing.
So dumb.
It's a childhood thing.
But it's just so. It's so good.
No, yeah, I agree. I like that movie. It's not on my list. I'll say that. But that's because the top 10 is, top 10. But it's one I have watched several times, and I love it. I mean, I even love the tie-in video game.
Yes.
One Christmas, I will stream that game, and I will finish it. It will happen, even though it's kind of hard.
You have it available?
I have it on PlayStation, and I can get... Physically, I have it. And I have it on my emulator on computers. I can't stream it. Yeah. It's kind of wonky, but it works. Anyway, sorry.
Because it has everything you want for Christmas, but like amped up to the fucking
the
9th, whatever it's called. Yeah. There's snow, there's colors, there's lights, there's presents. I mean, sure, it's a comment on overconsumption and like society in a whole like being obsessed with such a stupid thing as Christmas and not like the proper, getting with the family and all that stuff.
It's classic Christmas.
It's a classic Christmas. Yes. And it's so silly and happy for the most part as well. Like, how can you not love it?
I agree.
And Jim Carrey does an amazing job in that one. Even though I've heard, like, in interviews that it was basically torture.
Yeah.
To get put in all of that makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Every time he had to do it.
I was going to say, it was probably torture to work with him, because he has tendency to be over the top even between takes.
Yeah. I mean,
if he's wearing that all day, he was probably the Grinch all the time.
Probably. And then, like, for me, that's the only time that Taylor Momsen has ever done anything good. She's so cute.
As Cindy Lou Who.
Yeah. And when she sings, "Where Are You Christmas?"
Oh, that's a good song, yeah. That should be like a Christmas song. I mean, it is.
I have it on my list.
Oh, okay.
But I have the credit version where it's Faith Hill, I think, that sings it.
Okay.
Because it's, it's more of a song than with more production.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just... I love it.
And
it's a wholesome way of like commenting on the overconsumption that Christmas is, because it's not like it's saying that it's all bad. It's just, maybe you should think about it.
Yeah. It's like Jingle All the Way, which it's another one of those movies that people kind of dismiss, but it's a perfect morality tale for obviously it's all about like overconsumption is bad.
Yeah.
But it's also like for little children don't know what overconsumption means. They just want Christmas presents. So if you want to reach out to your kid, you can't just do it by telling them about the joy of Christmas. No, you give them a Christmas present. That's how you. I'm sorry, but that's how you do it when they're that young.
Yeah, and I think we mentioned it in one of the previous episodes we recorded for this Christmas. But it's like, the act of giving someone something is
That too.
also
Yeah.
like finding the perfect gift for them.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be 10 gifts. It's that one gift. That's the Christmas spirit
Yeah.
still. Because you know what? It's a wonderful reason to spoil your loved ones.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to go all out and buy things for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, which if we ever do a rant video about Christmas, I have so much ammunition for that.
Yeah.
But it's told in a way that children can understand it, because by the end, how they all like kind of go, you know what, you're right. I don't need that present. I don't need the Christmas tree. And once they realize that, he's like, "Aw, damn it, I'll give it back."
Yeah.
So just show that you understand.
Yeah, it's a classic. You show that you know what Christmas is about. Then you can have all the other stuff. That's the bonus.
It's when they're singing "Far from the door," they're standing there around the Christmas tree. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
And just quickly, then I'll say "Jingle All the Way" is another honorable mention for me, because in the end, the kid doesn't even want the Turbo Man doll. He gives it to Sinbad's kid. He's like, "I don't need this. I have my own Turbo Man."
Real one.
And it's like, oh,
your dad is your hero now.
And when
because he tried so hard.
And when Sinbad is dressed as the bad guy and he says, "Ta ta, Turtle Man," that's also one of the best lines in cinema history.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, but your number 3.
My number 3.
Moving on.
Maybe also my top here might be a little like thrown off, because I've talked a lot about how this is my actually favorite Christmas movie. It's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Why is that number 3?
Well, it is number 3 because it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yes.
That's why it's in the top 10. All the things we talked about, all the Christmas spirit and all. Chevy Chase is a comedic genius.
Oh,
some people say,
my God.
Some people say it's Steve Martin. I say it's Chevy Chase.
No, I'd say Chevy Chase too, actually.
Even though,
like, Steve Martin, sure, but like, no.
Even though I understand he around this time became kind of an asshole and still is to this day.
Just tell me one amazing comedic actor that isn't an asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
anyway,
all of them basically.
Why it's my number 3 is because there are
number 2 and 1 are better.
Yes. No, they have more, because this one is, like we said, it's all, it's everything that can go wrong about Christmas does go wrong.
Yeah.
So it isn't for me, but I can understand for some people it might be like annoying to watch, like everything going wrong.
Yeah. Sure. It's somewhat anti-Christmas.
A little bit anti-Christmas, yeah. But it's still, it's still a wonderful Christmas movie. I love it.
Yeah.
Once again, one of the greatest lines of all time is, "And why is the carpet all wet? Margot, I don't..."
Margot, yeah.
No, Todd, I don't know, Margot. Yeah. It has all of that. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
The blessing. Yeah. It's amazing. But
she wrapped her cat.
Yeah. But my number 2 and 1 have more it's just cozy Christmas.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. What is your number 2?
Yeah. So my number 2 is also one that I watched the day before Christmas Eve. And it's Love Actually. Because that one, as much as that also has its problematic stuff, and it's one of the first like ensemble movies.
No, it's not.
But like that made it like this, the holiday ensemble movies.
Sure.
Because we had like Valentine's and New Year's and stuff coming after that. They just suck.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like that? Okay,
this
sure.
one.
Sure, yeah.
We have like different scenarios coming together. They're all connected somehow. It's, despite all the messy stuff, it's kind of wholesome. Because it is just about love, actually. Yeah. Like,
although it has some I don't want to say problematic stuff, but
but it is kind of problematic.
What's her name? The Alan Rickman and what's her name? Fuck.
His assistant and his wife, Emma Thompson. Is the wife.
Thank you. Yeah, the Alan Rickman Emma Thompson story doesn't end happily, right?
On a good note.
No, it's just like,
well, kind of. It kind of does. He realizes his mistake of flirting with his assistant. As far as we know, they haven't actually
It's just
done anything.
flirting.
He's just flirting
Okay.
with her and like buying her expensive gifts when he doesn't buy them for his
But he
wife.
still just
And-
gives her the CD for the Christmas.
Yeah, but
right?
it's after that, when she opened it, and after the pageant, she says something to him, and he goes, I fucked up, didn't I? She's like, yeah, but what are we gonna do about it? And then when we get to like the next year, when he comes home for Christmas, because he's been in America for work,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I do love you. I've missed you so
okay,
much.
okay.
So it is kind of happy,
Alright.
but like he had to like admit his flaws and mistakes. And it wasn't like the lovey-dovey making out and like, it was just more of a, what a relationship would be if you've been married for 20 years and have two
Yeah,
kids.
and I guess since it is about the different aspects and different
Yes.
parts of love, that is part
It's
of love. you know.
the normal marriage love kind of
Yeah,
thing.
sure.
Because we have the new marriage love as well, which is kind of fucked up with Keira Knightley and her new husband, because they get married like end of November, early December.
Yeah.
And then by Christmas Eve, she gets a love like declaration from her husband's best friend.
Stupid Andrew Lincoln
Yeah.
coming there like, oh, just want to tell you I love you too. I hope you're happy in your
Sorry,
marriage
I
with
didn't
this
know how to
guy."
do this.
Yeah. Idiot. Just leave
And
him
he's my best friend, but still.
like that. You know what? You can do that before they're married. After they're
Yes.
married, you know
After,
what?
Shut up.
You lost your shot, brother. Leave.
they have
Get out
that
of
whole, at the wedding, if anyone has
Yes,
anything to like
that's-
say about this, speak now or forever hold
there.
your peace.
Shut up. Go shoot.
You should have spoke.
Go kill some zombies instead, idiot. Anyway,
But overall, that movie's just,
yeah.
it's so cute and wholesome, and yeah, it's kind of weird, but I still love it. I can't help it.
I like it. I'm not.
It's become more of a tradition
Yeah,
than it is
yes,
like my
that's
favorite
true.
movie.
But I guess I haven't really been won over. I'm
No.
still a bit cynical about it. But I do like. I've seen it.
I think I was young enough,
Yeah.
and like the rom-com of it just hit me straight in the
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah, I didn't see it until I was in like my 20s. And at
Yeah,
that point, it's like,
you were in your pretentious phase
Yeah.
by then.
so I was like, no, it's not for me. I have seen it a couple of times. It's not bad, but it's not one of my
No.
favorites. Anyway, oh shit, I lost my.
What's your number 2 then?
My number 2 is Home Alone. Das Original.
Hey!
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
We've
yeah,
talked about it.
totally.
It's the most Christmas movie of all time. Almost.
Almost. There's one more.
We don't. Yeah, there's nothing more to say about it.
We don't need to say
It's
anything else.
wonderful.
So-
it's Christmas. It's violence. It's
Yeah.
comedy. Yeah, it's everything. Your number 1.
My number 1, which I've watched for, I can't even remember how many years now. I watched it on the morning of the 24th before everyone else is awake. It's the Polar Express.
That's another one that is kind of lost. It's magic
Magic?
to some people because of the uncanny faces. Which
Yeah,
whatever.
I know.
It's 20 years old at this point. They were pioneering
Yeah.
CGI. So shut up. Yes, it's not perfect.
Exactly.
But whatever.
It is kind of pretty though. If you look at like all the other stuff,
Yeah.
you have this fantastic train and the journey and everything they experience on it. You have the magic of friendship. I mean, you have the North Pole with Santa and the elves and the Christmas tree. And it's just like, I mean, I still get like emotional when he rings the bell and you can hear it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, because Christmas is still real. It doesn't matter how old you are or where you live or if you get presents or not. Christmas is still real.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm about to cry just thinking about it. It's such a wonderful little movie. I mean, sure, the kid with the glasses is annoying as
Yeah,
fuck.
and that's one of those weird faces there. Face.
Yeah, he's a bit strange and he's a bit annoying, but he's also like kind of won over. Like, ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, like it says on Letterboxd, it's a journey of self-discovery that shows him the wonders of life.
Yeah. I
And they will never fade for those who believe.
I agree. It's a great movie.
It's like believing in fairies. Just keep believing.
Yeah.
No one can take that away from you.
No.
I love it. I love it so much.
So
My God.
my number
What's
one.
your
Yeah.
number one then?
Based on the movies I mentioned, do you know which one it is?
No. Like you've said a couple of ones that I thought would be your number one. I can't think of one that you haven't mentioned now.
So do a little phone noise for me. Do a little bring.
Ring 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 ring.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'll-
Ring
bring,
ring.
bring. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? It's Elf, of course!
Of course.
The Christmassiest movie of all time. And like we said,
there was a time when I used to answer the phone that way. Just because it was funny.
It is so, and we keep referencing that, but it's not quite on the level of Shrek, but it is a movie that works for adults and kids as well.
Yes.
And it is so
definitely
chock full of Christmas. Everything is Christmas.
Yes.
Everything we said before earlier in the episode. It's just
that's
so
why I kind of
good.
lost my went away from my mind. So I was like, we already said that one. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But that was on my list. That's right.
Oh, it is so good.
It is fantastic.
I can't. There aren't words for how good that movie is.
I'm able to watch that multiple times during one December.
Sure.
Like it's fine.
Sure. Yeah,
I don't care. If I watch it alone, if I watch it with my boyfriend, I might still watch it again, just like 2 days before Christmas because I wanna.
Yeah.
It's perfect to have in the background as well because you've seen it so many times you can practically quote it by now.
Yeah. If you see gum on the ground, it's not free candy.
Yeah. Still, he goes there.
Oh,
There's a one.
oh.
Oh, and then when he passes the guy in the red jumpsuit,
Santa! I was like,
oh no, you're not.
Yeah. Oh, when he drinks the coffee.
Congratulations, you made the best coffee in the world. Like,
It's just a greasy cup of coffee. No, it's the world's best cup of coffee. Or, bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
it also has one of the sweetest things that probably has been in other movies, but it's like the best way to kind of flirt. It's when she says, "You missed," when he kisses her on the cheek.
Oh, yeah.
That is like, if you do that one, I would have melted straight away. That is like,
yeah.
magic. I do have one that I added like last minute that I have to mention as a
Honorable mention.
Sure. I rewatched it for the first time this year. I think I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago because it's made in 2020 technically, but I waited a year or two to watch it. It's The Happiest Season.
Oh yeah,
the one with Kristen Stewart.
It's a really good one.
And Mackenzie Davis.
Yeah, it's good. It's because it's like a Hallmark movie, but it's definitely made with more passion.
And also, I mean, they're gay, which is not a Hallmark thing.
I guess, yeah. And
I don't think there is a single Hallmark movie where they're gay.
It doesn't look like a shitty TV movie. It looks like a movie, even though it is a.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a. No, it was theatrically released. I think
it was. I think,
but it's a Hulu movie. It's a Disney movie.
Yeah.
No, that's actually really good. But I've only seen it once. I have to rewatch that to kind of be sure if I want to put that into rotation.
But that's the thing. Early December, I was like, I need to watch a Christmas movie. I don't know which one I want to watch because the first few days I have a few blank spots basically. So I'm like, which is the one with her, with Kristen Stewart? Let's watch that one. It's so good.
Yeah. And is it what's the girl who plays the sister? Alison Brie, who's the annoying sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Aubrey Plaza in it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, she's good too. And Mary Holland plays Jane. And obviously Mary Steenburgen from One Magic Christmas.
Yes.
Amazing. Even I don't like him all the time, but Dan Levy is great in this movie as the gay best friend. Great.
Oh yeah.
No, it is a good movie, but like I said, I think I saw it for the first time last year. I also waited a couple of years. So
you saw it. Yeah, no, December 20th, 2022, you reviewed it. You gave it a 4-star and you wrote, Jane is a fucking treasure and her family doesn't deserve it. Yes.
Yeah.
That painting is amazing.
Yes.
I just, oh my God, I get so angry when she breaks it. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah.
How could you?
They don't deserve her. That's true. Yeah.
No.
Right, she's the quiet sister. Yeah.
She's the weird one.
Yeah.
Because all she wants to do is like make her family happy and all of us to hang out together. But everyone's so focused on their careers being like picture perfect. She's like, can we just not be friends? She's the one she's like in Mean Girls, the one who says, I wish we could all just bake cookies and talk about rainbows.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't even go
Which
here.
is the best one of the Mean Girls. Yeah.
No, but she's not a Mean Girl. She's a whatever.
No, but that character. The dumb one.
No, the one who says that is a random girl who doesn't even go to that school.
Oh.
She's just there for the seminar when they have to like apologize.
I thought she was the dumbest one of them.
The blonde, the weather girl.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, whatever. She's still my favorite. Though.
And also, yeah, that's true. She's the favorite mean one. But also, I have one movie that I watch after Christmas, but it has to be watched before New Year's Eve.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Is it Hook?
No, that one is random. Watch it in Christmas. Yeah. It's Bridget Jones' Diary, the first one.
I guess it is well, some of it takes place on Christmas.
It starts on Christmas and it ends on Christmas.
Right.
And it has to do with a New Year's resolution.
That she has like a year to get her life together or something? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I haven't seen that in so long. I actually saw that in theaters with our mom.
I was probably a bit too young to want to go and see it.
I guess I was technically
too young 2001.
as well. Yeah, I was too young as well, honestly, but they didn't check for ages on the local cinema, Björkens Bio.
No, and I mean it's not like it's age restricted like that, but it's like you wouldn't understand it if you're too young.
There's swearing and sexual innuendos.
It's all British and you don't really get it.
It's British, that's what it is, yeah.
It's very British.
Anyway.
But it's just one of those, like,
yeah.
I guess it's empowering in a way.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is.
I love it.
Well, since we're doing a little bit of last minute extras here, and we're at just an hour. Okay, that's fine. This is, I mean, it's not really anything special, but just a couple of 4 days ago, actually, Paramount Pictures put out a short Christmas film, starring Sonic and his friends, Tails and Knuckles.
God.
Yeah, it's a very Sonic Christmas, which is basically, it's the plot of, remember that, I think it was a Netflix short about aliens, Alien Xmas or something like that?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same, that like Shadow comes and he steals Santa's bag. So Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails has to get the bag back.
Okay.
Or get Santa back. It's 2 minutes long. So it's really just a trailer for Sonic 3, but without showing any footage from Sonic 3. It's
kind of like that Christmas special that we always have in Sweden for Christmas Eve. We have a program with Mickey Mouse and his friends, or Donald Duck and his friends, or whatever it's called. And they always add that little extra for new movie.
Yeah. But that's actually...
It's kind of like that.
That's a scene out of the movie. This is not a scene from the movie.
Usually it is. Yeah.
It's just a Christmas-themed little short to kind of like, don't forget to watch Sonic 3 this Christmas. But it was actually fun.
Because it premieres this Christmas,
yeah,
right?
At least in America. I don't know about here. But it's actually kind of fun. And I still think Ben Schwartz is amazing as Sonic, the voice of Sonic. Say what you will about this
I'm not sold, if I'm being honest, but...
the second one wasn't as good, but I like both of those movies more than I should. And I'm gonna watch Sonic 3. I don't care. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. Because it literally came out 4 days ago, and I watched it and was like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Anyway, I think that's...
Oh god, is it like claymation?
No, it's still, but they make it look like claymation to kind of be more Christmassy, but it's CGI.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's fun.
I just had to look it up.
They managed to throw together a proper Christmas story in 2 minutes.
Sure.
And I mean, they have Keanu Reeves and Idris Elba in their 2-minute Sonic short, so that's something. Anyway, that's gonna have to be it.
Yes,
because we have to go prepare for New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
in a couple of days.
I guess.
Yeah, this is the 28th.
Yeah, totally,
yeah. So that was our, well, I guess, top 30 Christmas movies.
Ish.
And a couple of more. Yeah. If there's any here you haven't watched, give them a watch, because all the ones we mentioned are good.
Oh,
at least good.
Yes.
And most of them are great. So
they're good in one way or another. They're Christmas Eve in one way or another.
So
they're worth a watch.
Check them all out. And also, this is, when you're watching this, the last episode of this season of the Spoilercast. Yeah.
It's the season finale.
Yeah. Even though I've been trying to be like more of a content creator in the last few months and putting something out every day, we're still gonna have a season break.
Yes.
We need a little bit of downtime over the holiday. Also, there's no movies going... Well, there's one movie, but we missed the boat on that one. No one's talking about it anymore. But we're going to watch Strange Darling over the holidays.
Yeah,
Just came out here.
we'll do one of those episodes when we get back.
catch
That
up.
we like movies we missed, kind of thing. Same thing with we do have to watch some of them to catch up for the upcoming spoiler awards.
Yes.
That will be in the beginning of next year.
And then, of course,
So
they screwed us. We've mentioned that before, but they screwed us on Nosferatu. We don't get it until
Yes.
January, so we'll have to wait with that one. But that's it. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back probably with Nosferatu in the beginning of January sometime. But until then, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and we'll see you in 2025. But until then, have a good one. Bye.
bye.
The Spoilercast is part of Please Don't Make a Scene. It's hosted by Tobias Vedén and Rebecca Vedén. Produced and directed by Tobias Vedén. Executive producer is Annika Vedén. I also want to give a big shout out to all our patrons. Mom and Mac, Laura Kinney, Daniel Elgaiso, Christopher Belén, Mom, Dad, Seek85, and Jacob.